Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my mind space. I'm Tenny, and thank you so much for being here with me today. So, today I want to talk about something that I've come to appreciate over and over again over time. Your environment. Not just where you live, but everything that surrounds you. The conversations you have, the relationships you're part of, the places you spend your time, the work you do, the energies you're constantly exposed to. Because if we realize it or not, our environment shapes us. It influences how we think, how we feel, how we see ourselves. And sometimes it can influence how we believe and what we believe is possible. So today's episode is one that sits at the center of growth, evolution of self, and emotional well-being. Your environment matters. Because no matter how strong, how intentional, or how self-aware you are, your environment will always influence your growth. The spaces you live, the relationships you nurture, the job you show up to. These environments can either suffocate you, suffocate your evolution, suffocate your growth, or it can support it. I think many of us spend years trying to become better updated version of ourselves. Still, growth isn't just about discipline and mindset. It's also about placement. And sometimes we're asking ourselves to grow in an environment that is constantly asking us to shrink, and that can be really exhausting. Because when you're in the right and aligned environment, you are invited into your becoming. Because growth isn't only about personal effort, it's also about where that effort is being invested. Let's think about a plant for a moment. If a plant isn't thriving, our first thought isn't usually to blame the plant. We normally look at their environmental factors, like is it getting enough light, or is it getting enough water, or is the soil rightly nourished for it, or does it have enough room to grow? In this instance, we understand that the environment matters for it to thrive. Yet, when it comes to ourselves, we often assume every struggle must mean we're failing. We never really think about the environmental factor, that maybe we're not failing, maybe we're just trying to flourish somewhere that no longer nourishes us. And that's a very different conversation, because environment can come in different forms when it comes to us humans. Some environment can suffocate you and make growth feel very impossible. Like environment in relationships where you're constantly misunderstood, where friendships you feel you're tolerated, not celebrated, and you become the one always carrying the emotional weight. Or a workplace that values output more than your well-being and slowly drains your soul. Or a home environment that's filled with tension and chaos. Or spaces you find yourself where your nervous system is constantly on high alert. Or you find yourself around people that doesn't see or appreciate your potential. And sometimes it can also be an environment inside your own mind. Those repeated thoughts, those stories you repeat to yourself, you keep telling yourself, and expectations you keep carrying silently. All these environments become places your growth will struggle and you find yourself surviving, not evolving. And being in survival mode is not a growth environment. Let me be real though, not every difficult environment is one you can leave straight away. Life isn't always that simple. Sometimes responsibilities keep us in this environment for a while because change does take time sometimes. And sometimes these environments are actually preparing you for a new season, a new chapter to step into. But even then, there's something profound and powerful in gaining clarity on the kind of environment you're actually in the present, because awareness changes the conversation. Instead of reflecting on why can't I grow, you start reflecting on what do I need to support my growth right now. And that's definitely a very hopeful question that reminds you that you're not broken, you're not failing, you're simply in the wrong environment for you right now. And you need different conditions to support your growth. And I think the right environment does something beautiful to your growth. It allows you to excel, feels nourishing to your soul. You stop feeling like you're constantly proving yourself. You stop second guessing your interactions. You stop wondering whether you're too much or not enough. And then you start feeling settled within. You trust yourself more. You soften, you rise, you create, you explore, you expand. You feel like to make mistakes without feeling defined by it. The right environment doesn't eliminate challenges. Instead, it gives you enough safety to keep growing through them. And your growth becomes natural, not forced. Perhaps that's one of the greatest gifts we can offer ourselves. Spaces and environment where we have permission to become, because our environment is a mirror. It's reflecting what you believe you deserve. It's reflecting what you tolerate. It's reflecting what you've healed. It's reflecting what you're still learning. It's reflecting what you're ready for. And it's reflecting what you're outgrowing. And then sometimes the environment might not particularly be wrong. You might just have outgrown it. You might just have evolved beyond it. Because sometimes the environment isn't toxic. It's simply too small for you, for your becoming, for your growth. Becoming needs space. Growth needs room to expand. And it takes that encouragement, that courage, that being honest to take environment that celebrates your growth instead of you feeling threatened by it. It takes places that allow your value to remain intact. And perhaps most importantly, it takes your own willingness to believe that you deserve environment where you can flourish. Not perfect environment, instead healthy environment for you in that season. Environment where you can be authentic. Your voice is loud. Your voice is valued. Your efforts are recognized. Your presence are welcomed. The gentle truth is that you will definitely grow differently in the right and healthy environment for you. Just like different plants grow and flourish in different environments, and that applies to each and every one of us as well. And only you know deep down the right healthy environment for you when you allow that awareness in. As I reflect on different seasons of my life, I realize that every environment taught me something. Some taught me how to redefine resilience. Some taught me how to reinforce my boundaries with compassion. Some taught me how to love myself unapologetically. And all that were needed for my growth, all of them were needed for my growth. Each environment preparing me for the next, because as we evolve, as you evolve, your environment has to evolve with you. Your next level requires environment that can hold you where you are now. And allowing that clarity in is the very first step towards creating something different. Because growth isn't just about elevating yourself. Sometimes it's about finding the places where you can be. Not because your environment determines your worth, more because your environment influences how freely your worth has room to grow and expand. So, as you move through this week, I want you to remember your environment matters because you deserve spaces that support your growth, spaces that support your evolution, spaces that honor you, that match your belonging, that match your becoming, spaces that give you room to breathe and allow you to rise. You're not asking for too much. You're not asking for being more than enough. You're asking for alignment. Thank you for sharing this moment with me today. Until next time, may you choose environments that honor your growth and welcome your evolution.